Hello, this is Benestelle, your favorite gospel artist. I'm coming your way one more time with another amazing person on the face of the earth. Well, today we are going the money direction, and everybody likes to talk about money, and I like to talk about it too, and the Bible talks about it as well. So, before we dig in, I just want to remind you to please click on that little button over there that says subscribe and follow us so you can have a lot of updates every time we have a good topic. So I'll be back in a minute. Don't go anywhere. See you shortly.
Words that come from above, coming into your heart. God's own touch to your soul. Victory's the steer of the faith. Jesus is here, the power's working here. Open your heart to Him, stay inspired.
Welcome back. Again, this is Benestelle, your favorite gospel artist, and it's Benestelle Inspires, where we stay inspired. Today, I have with me a very, very wonderful gentleman. He's very handsome, and he's very smart, and he's very, very blessed. And it's none other than my dear friend, Carlton Benjamin. I got so carried away, I nearly called you Carlson. You know?
It's fine. It's fine. It's okay.
It's so good to have you here.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Yes.
You know, it's exciting to have different perspectives
Yes.
of what the Lord is doing throughout the world. You know, sometimes it may look as if, there's no God. Like, you have so many trouble going on, nobody's doing nothing. But God has people everywhere that He's moving the world through, and you happen to be one of those people.
Yes.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Awesome. Thank you again for inviting me on the show. It's an amazing show. I've watched quite a few episodes myself, and I've been inspired with the guests that you've had on the show. And one of the things that I want to be able to get across here today is that God has a message for everyone that's righteous, right? And if we go back to the gospel, about it's Proverbs 13 verse 22, and that 22 is very, very close to my heart because that's my daughter's birthday.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it says that a righteous person, leaves an inheritance for his children, which means that there's an emphasis on leaving a financial future for the generations to come.
Yes.
But a righteous person. Sinner's wealth is then left for the righteous, right? So that's sort of how, I wanted to make sure that this message is brought to the audience today. So my name is Carlton Benjamin, as you mentioned. I'm a financial advisor, managing partner for a firm in Kitchener-Waterloo.
Okay.
But we are across Canada, but my office is located in Kitchener-Waterloo.
Okay.
And so investments, insurance, that's my topic. That's
nice.
Yes.
I think that's a topic that everybody likes to talk about.
Not exactly.
Well, some people pretend, they make it look like if you talk a lot about money and you talk a lot about investment and stuff, it's like, oh, this person loves money. There's nothing wrong with loving money. Just love it the right way.
Absolutely.
Don't be greedy, don't be selfish, and don't steal.
Yes.
But I believe if it's the right conversation, it can be a very big blessing.
Absolutely.
To others. But I want to know why finance? Why did you become a financial? Why aren't you? You're trimmed. You're looking good. Why aren't you a gym instructor?
Stop it. No, I actually got into the industry, and I like sharing this story because insurance was never something that was in the back of my thoughts when I was going to school.
Okay.
I actually went to school to become a police officer, interestingly enough, yes.
Oh.
And once I got out of school, I tend to go the trade route, and I became a machinist. And as I was in, I know, right? Weird how I keep transitioning. But while I was a machinist and I was working with CNC machines, I program machines every day. I was diagnosed with cancer as well, and your previous guest was also diagnosed with cancer back in. So after I got cancer, I realized that God has something in store for me, and that's what it was. It was actually me getting sick that says, you know what? I'm making okay money to take care of myself and my family, but I want to make sure that I can be a conduit of information to somebody else. So it's like a conduit of information, whatever I learn, I can pass on to somebody else. And so I had previously gotten insurance when I was younger. I was very young, and it was because of my mom. She lived in Jamaica, very humble beginnings. So I got an opportunity to come to Canada and foster a better life for myself and I wanted to make sure that I helped my family. But if I never got that opportunity, I was introduced to insurance by one of my friend's mom.
Okay.
And she basically said, "Hey, Carlton, get some insurance because I see that you're working full-time, going to school full-time. That's really ambitious. Why are you doing that?" And I said, "Well, my family back home, I got to take care of them until I can transition them into this country." And so she said, "Get some insurance to make sure that if you don't fulfill those dreams, somebody can financially take care of your parents back home, which is the insurance company." I was like, "How do you do that?" She gave me a number to an advisor with Sun Life.
Okay.
And I called that advisor and I said, "Hey, listen, I heard there's a thing called insurance. I need that because my mom's back home. And if something happens to me, I need to send her a check." And he said that he would take the check to Jamaica. So I was like, that's cool. And that's how I got insurance. When I got sick, when I got diagnosed with cancer, I wanted more insurance because many years has passed. And so I was like, I need more insurance because now I realize I'm even closer to, premature passing than anything else, right? And so I called the advisor from Sun Life and I said, "Hey, I want some more insurance." He's like, "You can't get insurance." "Well, why not?" He's like, "Well, insurance is not a right, it's a privilege. And now that you're sick, that privilege has been removed." And
wow.
I was like, So then that woke something in me. And I said, "You know what? I did not know that I didn't have the right to buy life insurance. It was a privilege that I qualified based on my age and my health at the time. And now that I'm diagnosed with cancer where I need this insurance the most, they're saying, unfortunately, you're not qualified." Most people don't know that. So I sat out and I made a video and I put it on Facebook and I said, "Hey, I got cancer." Very short. I'm just going to make it a little bit short. "I got cancer. I want to buy life insurance. And now the insurance companies are rejected. They're declining my applications. If you are watching this, I'm not telling you what to do, but it tells me that there's an opportunity here for you to insure yourself to make sure that you can pass that financial future down to your family." Somebody reached out to me. A lot of conversation was generated under that video. Somebody reached out to me and asked if I was an advisor. I said, "No, I'm not." And they said, "Man, you have convicted me and you should probably get into the industry." That's how I got into the industry, because now I can be a conduit of my story and I can pass on what I've learned to somebody else.
Oh my God. Okay, listen, you gotta take a pause. There's so many thoughts in my head.
Yes.
This is by far one of the most inspiring stories I've ever heard from a person as to why they decided to have a career change. Usually it's, "Oh, my parents were stressing me," or, "Oh, I wanted to make money." But this is really coming from a place of, I want to help. Because it's not like somebody said, "Oh, there's a lot of money there, I think you should go in that industry." It was truly a case of, I'm in the heat right now and I don't want you to get into that heat. And so you make that decision and decide to become an advisor.
Yes.
And took the steps
Yes.
to become an advisor. What happened after that? What was the conversation between yourself and the Lord when this entire script played out?
So, growing up, I grew up in the church, and I've always been told that there is something that God has in store for me. I go to different churches, and pastors and missionaries and deacons, they all come down and they said, "Brother, the Lord has a mission for you." And then it was in that moment, the moment I got sick, I reached out to my family, and they're prayer warriors, right? So I said, "Hey, listen, start praying," because I was diagnosed with cancer. I didn't hide it. I was very open. I have a family group on WhatsApp. I put it right in the group. I said, "Hey, start praying." And every morning I wake up and there's prayers on my phone from voice notes from my family. So I knew that I was going to defeat the cancer. I was very positive. But then I also knew that the moment I defeat the cancer, that I had to carry that message on, that we need to do better for ourselves and our family by protecting our biggest asset.
Yes.
And so it was definitely, you're right. It wasn't about the income that comes with the industry, because I had no idea. I was okay. I was doing okay.
Okay.
As a machinist, we do okay, right? But it was more of, I need to be a conduit, and I want to be able to pass this information on, and hopefully it can help change lives and legacies for people years and years to come. That was the legacy. It was what people are going to remember me by. And so, I believed in myself that I could convert a lot of people into making sure that their families are well taken care of, because God basically told me that from all the years of people basically telling me that there's a mission for you. And got my license and got into the industry, and I've been doing extremely well.
Wow.
Thank God. It's extremely well. And it's because of my story. Because of my story.
Well, you know, to be frank and fair, I'm yet to meet someone that says that the Lord, you know, tailored them in a direction and then they go feel it. I mean, you got to be gifted to feel a plan that God gives you. Like, I mean, before He told you to do it, He was sure to make sure that you can't fail. So for you to flop it, you have to be specially gifted.
That is true.
But I'm very interested in knowing, do you think that if you had remained a machinist, right, with that story and did not switch industry, do you think you would have been a good conduit?
No.
No?
Because the value wasn't being passed on to anybody else. I talk to machines on a daily basis. Machines don't really have the capability to sort of respond in a certain way where it's going to be beneficial to humans, right?
But you see people every day. You go to the mall, I mean, you go to the grocery, and
it's just it was a different scenario there, but God basically put me in this industry to pass on information.
Wow.
Right?
And beyond the information that you're passing, it's so powerful, you know, because a lot of people really underestimate that. We don't, I was talking to someone recently, although it's not exactly the same thing, it was more like I was watching something and I saw that there were conflict in that family. So the uncles were not getting along and whatever, the in-laws. And I remember turning to my friend and I said, no, it's so funny how the generation before us, whenever they had a conflict, they never thought about us, the rest of us, because then cousins are separated, siblings are separated because there was a problem like that. Now, I'm bringing that to your story because it's the exact same thing that parents do when they don't think of the next generation. So they are thinking of, I need to buy a house, I need to get a nice car, so the kids can be comfortable in their car seats. But God forbid that car takes a hit, what happens to the kids after the car seat? They have a whole life to face. So I think it's a very important conversation that you are having with people. What is, I don't want to say your rate of success, but have you been able to talk to a lot of people who took you seriously enough to make the choice to say, oh, you know what, Carlton is making sense, I'm going to do that?
Yeah, so I started out, I feel like initially when I started out that majority of this information, needed to go directly to my community. I wanted to get into my community because I feel like a lot of this information was not being passed on to us. And I saw the value, but I had to go through an experience to see the value, right? So when I got into the industry, well, I got to be in every community because of my services.
Yes.
So I've seen a lot of changes in my community. The younger generation, more than ever, are now looking into, insurance and investment, making sure that they're just putting their money to work, not just trying to go to work every single day and just work for their money, but also have their money set aside, some of that paycheck set aside, to help work alongside them as well. And they see a benefit that way. Whereas the older generation didn't realize, because they were just saving, that their money wasn't compounding. The younger generation now, they have access to the information that the older generation did not have access to. And so things are changing now, and a lot more younger, the younger generation are getting insurance. Also, there's insurance, there's many different types of insurance. There's also ones that have investments built into them. Yes. And those are very, very popular as well. Very, very popular.
How does it make you feel?
It makes me feel amazing. That's the best part, right? And I tell people that is considering this industry all the time, think about people first. Before you think about the commissions that come along with the job. Because if you are thinking about someone as the end product and not necessarily a means to an end, then you can see how you will do the right thing. And as a byproduct of you doing the right thing, your business will flourish. So my business is flourishing because when I sit with a client, and the client is not a means to an end, they're the end. They're the end. What's important to you? What's the best thing for you and your family? And we go that route, and you can feel that in the conversation with me. It's not a salesy conversation. I won't force you to get into anything. I will take the time to present information after information till you have the right knowledge that you need to give you that confidence to move forward. You'll never get a pushy salesy tactic from me.
I don't even know how to formulate my next question because, listen, I'm not trying to be mean and I'm not trying to be judgmental. But we do live on a planet currently where people are a means to an end.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Not in my practice.
It really, and that's actually what
Yes.
gets me excited about you.
Yeah.
And for you to even have the boldness to say that,
Yeah.
because I mean, typically when a financial advisor comes to you, what comes to your mind? Oh, he's in for his commission. He's gonna
Yeah.
make his money. But it's very touching that yours
Yeah.
is more, no, you're the end product.
You're
I
the
need
end
to be
product.
able to help you. That's almost like going to the grocery store, someone is struggling with their bags, and you're thinking, oh, I want to be a blessing to this person. I'm going to help you carry your bags to your car. So it's the same thing with what you're doing. You're saying, hey, you know, you have a need, and I can tell you have a need. Even if you can't say it, let me kind of show it to you, then you can make a decision. And when you make a decision, I'm here to help you through it. And that's how God is.
Yeah.
You know, he takes us through the process because he wants the best for us. So if you were right now facing, not me, but a different person, and they were like, oh no, I'm not interested in this, what would be a reaction? What would you react to, really?
So sometimes you can't convince everyone.
True.
Right? So we're not really in the business for convincing anyone what's better for them and their family. You should know what's better for you. What they're lacking is the right knowledge, because they need to see the value first. And so I'm always focused on presenting the knowledge that gives them the chance to see the value that the products that they can bring for them. And whatever information that's missing, I can encourage that person to keep asking questions. Well, why is this valuable? Why is this so important? And eventually they'll get the answer that they're looking for, because everyone's looking for a different answer.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So
And-
I don't react.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's very amazing, because some people will be like, what do you mean? What do you mean? This and this is why. You know, the pushy sale approach. Unfortunately, that doesn't work most times. I think that ends up, even if you were going to get that sale, that's what ends up sinking you.
Yeah.
You know, but I do have one final question for you, as
Yes.
you know, we're rounding off very soon. Oh man, oh, you guys do it to me every episode. I don't want nobody to leave. I want everybody to stay. I don't understand you guys. Why you guys just come and want to go, you know?
Yes.
But I do have one last question. What do you say to people that say to you, what do I need insurance? I have God. What do I need insurance? Why should I insure my life when God is my insurance? Is that something that, how do you respond to that?
Well, the Bible itself tells you that a righteous person, so if they're dependent on God, you know, God does tell you that you should be leaving something for the grandchildren, not just your immediate children. So if the Bible is telling you to do that and you don't have anything in place, that is one sure way that you can ensure that something is in place today, providing that you have good health and you can qualify, right? So I would say, well, maybe we need to study the Bible some more, because the Bible does encourage us to take care of our family. And if you want to just worry about yourself, then you're not really godly, are you?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, and to what you just said, there's a scripture that comes to mind when Paul says, I wish above all things that you be in good health and you prosper, even as your soul prospers. And you said, provided you're in good health and qualify. And I think that's a very good place to start for people. Sometimes you want to get the insurance or whatnot, and you're like, oh, I don't qualify, so yeah, I'll go look at something else. No, how about you work on yourself?
Yes.
What could it be? I remember when I used to deal with the industry, sometimes you have someone who has everything going for them, but then the insurance company says, oh, but you got to go lose some weight. And then you're like, how dare they tell me I'm fat? Well, maybe they're not telling you you're fat. Maybe they're telling you, bro, you're closer to the grave than you think.
That is absolutely true. They're taking on the risk, right?
Yes.
They're taking on the risk. So I mean, I got declined, and I should, be more upset with the insurance company, but I do understand the business. They're taking on the risk of making sure that your family is going to be taken care of if you're not here. They want to make sure that you're healthy. They want to make sure that you care about your well-being, right? So I do get that. And essentially, they're giving out more money than you can ever give them.
True.
That's what people should be looking at. You're giving them, let's say, over the lifetime of your premiums, let's say it's $50,000, but they now responsible to give your family $1 million.
Yes.
Nobody wants to look at the value of what the insurance company is doing. And the way to qualify is with your good health, as the Bible says, right? And if you have that health, put a value on it. We need to value yourself enough to know that with this good health, should I even get sick, not just about life insurance, but let's say critical illness insurance, disability. If I'm unable to work due to an illness or an injury, why don't I deserve to get some money right? Why don't we put these plans in place to help ourselves to get through life a little bit easier? And I would just want people to not be committed to struggle, because there's way better opportunities for you to get through struggle.
Wow. Do not be committed to struggle. That's powerful. Wow. Well, we've come to the end of our episode today. And I do want to ask you, where can we find you? Well, don't worry, we won't troll you. You're adorable, but we'll be nice.
Yes. So you can find me, in Kitchener. If you're in Kitchener, I'm located on Belmont. So 678 Belmont, Unit 303. Pop in anytime. You can Google me, and you can also, from time to time, you may see me on the back of a few buses and some billboards. I do have an Instagram account, a personal one, but I also have a business account. It's _Carlton. That's Instagram, and also on Facebook. So it's EAUCLAIRE_Carlton, CARLTON. And just type in Carlton Benjamin. Google will pop up.
Yay! Wow, thank you so much for coming. And this was very, very valuable information, and it is timely. So guys, when you're thinking about your Christmas gifts this year and end of the year, splurging, make sure that you think about the future of your family. But until I see you again, this is Benestelle, your favorite gospel artist, and it's Benestelle Inspires, where we do what? We stay inspired. So until I see you again, God bless you. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. I believe you were blessed, uplifted, and you learned something new. The beauty of our lives is that Jesus Christ is our anchor and the center of it. If you are not born again, I would like to give you an opportunity to give your life to Jesus Christ. It is the best decision that you could ever make. And it's simple. Just repeat after me. Heavenly Father, I believe that Jesus is your Son. I believe that He died for my sins. I believe that He rose on the third day and gave me victory. I make Him Lord of my life today. I am a child of God. I am a believer. In Jesus' name I've prayed. Amen. Welcome to God's family. We are excited to have you as part of our family, and you will see that you will never be the same. Angels are rejoicing, and we join them to celebrate you. Welcome home. Were you blessed by today's broadcast and would like to be a part of it? Our sponsorship details are on the screen for your convenience. Feel free to use them as the Lord leads you. We would love to take this message of Benestelle Inspires to the rest of the world so they can be blessed as well. This is Benestelle, your favorite gospel artist, and until I come your way again, stay inspired. God bless you.
From the rising of the sun to the going down of the same, your name, Lord, shall be praised.